A new tale from Camelot. The Siege of Lyonesse and the Queen's Secret Eye. The gathering storm word reached Camelot that the lost kingdom of Lyonesse, long swallowed by the sea, had risen again for a single season. Its shores shimmered with ancient magic, and whoever claimed it would command the western seas. Thor, ever the protector of Britain, prepared for war. But this time, the threat wasn't only foreign armies. Rumors whispered that Mordred, Arthur's own blood, had sailed ahead to seize Lyonesse for himself. Arthur rode out with Lancelot at his side, though the air between them had grown tense. Their loyalty to each other was unshaken. Good. But the unspoken truth of Lancelot and Guinevere's love hung like a shadow over every shared glance. 2. Guinevere's dilemma back in Camelot. Guinevere received a message carried by a falcon, a letter from a mysterious woman claiming to be Lancelot's first love, long thought dead. The letter read, "If you love him, let him go. For the war in Lyonesse will claim him unless he remembers who he once was." Guinevere's heart twisted. She'd always feared that her love for Lancelot would be his undoing. Now she faced a choice. Send a warning that might distract him in battle, or stay silent and trust fate. She chose silence, though it broke her. 3. The battle for Lyonesse. Lyonesse was a dreamlike place, half real, half illusion. Towers of pearl rose from the mist, and the sea itself seemed to breathe. Arthur's forces clashed with Mordred's on the shimmering beaches. The battle was fierce, but the land itself was treacherous. Waves surged without warning, swallowing soldiers whole. Lancelot fought like a man possessed. Not for glory, but for the chance to return home alive to the woman he could never claim. At the height of the battle, Mordred confronted Arthur. Their swords rang like thunder. Just as Mordred gained the upper hand, Lancelot intervened, driving Mordred back and saving the king's life. But the sea began to reclaim Lyonesse. The land trembled. Towers cracked. The tide roared. Arthur ordered a retreat. Lancelot stayed behind to hold the collapsing bridge so Arthur's men could escape. As the waters rose, he whispered Guinevere's name like a prayer. 4. The return and the revelation. Lancelot survived, barely washing ashore days later. When he returned to Camelot, Guinevere ran to him, tears in her eyes. But before she could speak, the mysterious woman from the letter appeared. She revealed herself not as Lancelot's lost love, but as a seer of Avalon. Theda had been a test not of Guinevere's love, but of her wisdom. "You chose silence," the seer said, "and in doing so, you allowed destiny to unfold. Lancelot lives because you trusted the path, not your fear." Arthur, watching from afar, understood more than he let on. He knew the bond between his queen and his knight. And though it pained him, you also knew that love, even forbidden love, had saved his life on the shores of Lyonesse. What comes next? Lyonesse sank once more beneath the waves, taking Mordred's ambitions with it. But the cracks in Camelot, political and emotional, widened. Arthur sensed that the greatest war was still ahead. Not against foreign kings, not against sorcery, but against fate itself. And in the quiet halls of Camelot, 3 hearts beat in uneasy harmony: Arthur's duty, Guinevere's love, and Lancelot's loyalty, each pulling the others toward an inevitable end.